In 1957, a young boy was found dead inside a cardboard box, and to this day, nobody knows who he was. A man called 911 and said his wife was dead. But what he said next made investigators suspicious immediately. In 2015, Grant Amato reported that his wife had been shot. He sounded calm, too calm. When police arrived, they found more victims inside the home, his parents and his brother, all dead. But the real clue was the 911 call itself. No panic, no urgency, just controlled, careful words. Investigators uncovered a motive, a secret obsession, and money stolen from his own family. The call that was meant to help him became the evidence that helped convict him. One phone call was all it took. Do you think you can tell when someone's lying just by their voice? Like and subscribe for more real cases. In the quiet of a cold night, a man vanished without a trace. He never made it home. It began like any other evening. For John Miller, his shift would be his last known moment of normalcy. Days later, his car was found abandoned miles from his route. No signs of struggle, just eerie silence. Investigators pieced together his final hours. Every lead unraveled into more questions. Conflicting witness reports emerged. Shadows of doubt grew longer. Was it a disappearance, an abduction, or something sinister lurking beneath the surface? The case remains cold, a haunting mystery. Will the truth ever be found, or is John Miller's fate sealed? In 1957, a young boy was found dead inside a cardboard box, and to this day, nobody knows who he was. A teenager walking through the woods in Philadelphia noticed something strange in an abandoned box. Inside was the body of a small boy, around 4 to 6 years old. No ID, no missing person report. No one came forward. Police searched hospitals, orphanages, and records across the country. But there were no matches. Even stranger, the boy had been carefully cleaned and dressed before being placed there. Over the years, investigators used DNA testing and facial reconstruction. They even reopened the case decades later. But despite all modern technology, his identity still couldn't be confirmed. He became known only as the boy in the box. And one question still remains. Who was he, and who left him there?
In 2021, Gabby Petito went on a road trip with her but only one of them came home alive. Gabby and her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, were traveling across the United States in a van, documenting their journey online. From the outside, it looked like a dream trip. But in August 2021, Gabby suddenly stopped posting. Her family couldn't reach her. Days later, Brian returned home alone with her van. Police began piecing together a disturbing timeline. Witnesses reported arguments between the couple and increasing tension during the trip. Then, Gabby's remains were discovered in Wyoming. Authorities later named Brian Laundrie as a person of interest. But before he could be arrested, he disappeared. Weeks later, his remains were also found. 1 trip to people and 2 deaths. But one question still haunts the case. What really happened in those final days?
On Christmas Eve 2002, Laci Peterson vanished without a trace. But the truth about what happened shocked the entire country. Laci was 8 months pregnant when she disappeared from her home in California. Her husband, Scott Peterson, told police he had gone fishing that morning. At first, it looked like a missing person case. Days turned into weeks. Search parties scoured the area, but no sign of Laci. Then, evidence began to surface. In early April, Laci's body was discovered in San Francisco Bay. A chilling revelation. The search was over, but questions remained. Police turned their attention to Scott. His alibi faced scrutiny and inconsistencies emerged. He was arrested and charged with murder. Trial coverage captivated the nation. The story unfolded with shocking twists and turns. Was Scott guilty, or just a man in a nightmare? Ultimately, he was convicted. The tragic tale raised debates about justice and media influence. The mystery of Laci Peterson lingered. Do you believe in his innocence or guilt? Join the discussion below. Subscribe for more chilling mysteries and uncover the truth. On December 1st, 1948, a man was found dead on an Australian beach. But here's the strange part. No one knows who he was, or how he died. He was dressed neatly in a suit and tie, yet he had no wallet, no ID, and no labels in his clothes. His body was found sitting upright, like he simply fell asleep. An autopsy revealed he had no visible injuries. Toxicology reports showed no drugs in his system. Investigators were baffled. The only clue? A scrap of paper in his pocket. It bore the words "Tamam Shud," meaning ended in Persian. But where did it lead? The mystery deepens as detectives trace the paper to a book. The book contained cryptic codes and hints. They speculate the man was a spy. Local media dubbed him the Somerton Man, captivating the world. Despite numerous investigations, his identity remained a ghost. This unsolved case lingers, whispering secrets in the shadows. Who was he? What happened to him? Even today, the mystery endures, tantalizing us with questions. Learn more about unresolved mysteries. Who knows what you might uncover?